The city was a whirlwind of noise and motion. The hustle and bustle of urban life created a symphony of sounds that never seemed to cease. Cars honked incessantly, their drivers impatiently navigating the congested roads. People hurried along the sidewalks, each lost in their own world. Amidst the chaos stood an old brick building, a silent sentinel watching over the frenetic pace of the city. Its weathered facade told stories of a bygone era. It seemed out of place, a relic of a quieter time surrounded by the towering glass and steel structures of modernity. The building had once been a bakery, a place where the aroma of freshly baked bread would waft through the air, but now it stood empty, its windows boarded up. Most people rushed by without a second glance, their minds preoccupied with the demands of modern life. Behind its weathered walls lay a hidden garden, a secret oasis in the heart of the city. This garden was a sanctuary, a place where time seemed to stand still. The garden was invisible from the street, hidden from the prying eyes of the city's inhabitants. It was a well-kept secret, known only to a few who cherished its tranquility. It was enclosed by tall brick walls, remnants of the bakery's ovens, which now served as guardians of this hidden paradise. The walls were covered in ivy, their green tendrils reaching towards the sky, as if trying to escape the confines of the garden. The only entrance was a small wooden door, almost completely hidden by the overgrown foliage. This door was the gateway to the garden, a portal to a world of peace and serenity.
I found the building quite by chance. I was drawn to its faded elegance, its air of forgotten grandeur. When I discovered the hidden garden, it was a wild tangle of weeds and overgrown shrubs. Yet I saw its potential. I saw a place of peace and tranquility, a sanctuary from the city's clamor.
Eleanor set to work with her usual quiet determination. She cleared the weeds, pruned the overgrown shrubs, and planted new flowers and herbs. She coaxed life back into the neglected soil, her fingers working magic as she nurtured the forgotten garden back to life. Slowly, the garden began to thrive under her care. Flowers bloomed in a riot of colors, their sweet fragrance filling the air.
One hot summer afternoon, I stumbled upon the hidden garden. I lived in a nearby apartment building and often explored the neighborhood, my curiosity leading me down hidden alleys and forgotten lanes. On this particular day, I was drawn by the sight of a butterfly flitting through a gap in the ivy-covered wall.
Mia pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside. She gasped in amazement. The garden was like nothing she had ever seen before. It was a riot of color and fragrance, a secret world hidden away from the noise and bustle of the city. Sunlight streamed through the leaves of the trees, casting dappled shadows on the mossy ground. Birds sang in the branches, their melodies mingling with the gentle hum of insects. Mia stood there for a long moment, lost in the beauty of it all. The garden was like a hidden paradise, filled with vibrant flowers of every color imaginable. The air was thick with the sweet scent of blooming roses and the gentle hum of bees busy at work. It was a place that seemed almost magical, a secret haven that Mia had stumbled upon by chance. She didn't notice the old woman watching her from the shade of a large oak tree. The woman, Eleanor, had been tending to this garden for years, nurturing it with love and care. She knew every plant, every flower, and every hidden corner of this beautiful sanctuary. Eleanor had been weeding her herb garden when she heard the creak of the door. She looked up, curious to see who had entered her cherished space. It wasn't often that she had visitors, especially not young ones. She looked up to see a young girl with wide, curious eyes standing in the entranceway. Eleanor smiled. There was something about the girl's innocent wonder that touched her heart. She had a feeling this was no ordinary visitor. There was a sense of destiny in the air, as if this meeting was meant to be.
Hello, dear.
Eleanor called out, her voice gentle and reassuring. She hoped to put the young girl at ease, sensing her initial hesitation. Mia turned, startled. She hadn't expected to find anyone here. This garden had always felt like her own little secret, a place where she could escape and dream. She had thought this secret garden was hers alone. But now, seeing Eleanor, she realized that perhaps this place held secrets and stories she had yet to discover. But there was something about the old woman's kind eyes that put Mia at ease. She smiled shyly back. There was a warmth in Eleanor's gaze that made Mia feel welcome, as if she belonged here.
Hi.
She replied, her voice barely above a whisper. In that moment, a new friendship began to bloom, as delicate and beautiful as the flowers that surrounded them. And so began a most unlikely friendship, one that would blossom and grow just like the plants they tended to. Mia started visiting the garden every day, her curiosity leading her to this green oasis. She would help Eleanor with her gardening chores, her small hands eager to learn the secrets of the earth. Eleanor taught her the names of the different plants and flowers, each with its own story and significance. She showed her how to sow seeds, how to prune roses, and the importance of patience and care in nurturing life, and how to identify the songs of different birds, turning the garden into a symphony of nature.
This is lavender, Mia. It has calming properties. Its scent can soothe the mind and body. And over here we have the roses. They symbolize love and beauty, but they also require gentle care. You must be gentle while pruning them, for they are delicate despite their thorns.
The garden became their shared sanctuary, a place where they could escape the city's noise and chaos, finding peace among the greenery. Eleanor shared her love of plants and her knowledge of their hidden properties, teaching Mia about the healing powers of nature. Mia, in turn, brought a youthful energy and a sense of wonder to the garden, her excitement infectious.
Look, Eleanor, the first blooms of spring. They are so vibrant and full of life. And that butterfly, its wings are so beautiful, it looks like a living piece of art.
She would often point out things that Eleanor had missed, her sharp eyes spotting the first blooms of spring or the intricate patterns of a butterfly's wings. The garden was not just a place of learning, but a canvas of discovery, where every day brought new wonders and lessons. Their conversations would drift from plants to life itself, with Eleanor imparting wisdom and Mia sharing her dreams. As the sun set each day, the garden would be bathed in a golden glow, a reminder of the beauty that comes with nurturing and growth. In the end, the garden was a testament to their bond, a living, breathing symbol of their shared journey and the lessons they learned from each other.